I've just laid out all of my lines on my first two vertical pieces to route the slots in. So I'm going to use this handy little jig that all you do is slot the shelf into place where it's going to go, tighten up the nuts, and that sandwiches against it. And then what we do is, it's made specifically for this router, so when this front edge rides up against this fence, it cuts perfectly to this inner edge of this line, and vice versa on the back edge. And as long as I line this back piece of wood up with my pencil line, I'm routing above my pencil line to the exact thickness of the shelf, and then all I have to worry about is my spacings between bottoms, and that should help me get those all sorted. So now we should have a perfect 10mm deep trench, and I've stopped it shy of the front because these are going to be stopped housing joints, and the shelves are going to be recessed in 10mm from the front of these verticals. So I'll run along and do the rest of them for this side, and then got to do the other side as well. After getting all the rest of the stopped housing joint mortises cut with the router, I need to come back in, scribe some lines, and clean up right into the corners with my Japanese chisels. As these will be visible from the front face, I want to make sure I'm going perfectly on my line so there's no gaps once it's all assembled. With those squared away, I can get the shelf, place it into the groove, and then scribe a line using my marking knife where it intersects the front of the stopped housing, so I can then take that over and cut the little notch off, allowing me to draw it forward and have the perfect offset from my front faces. I'll now repeat the process for the rest of the shelves, occasionally giving it a sand on the end just to make sure it's a nice snug fit, as all of these have only been pre-finish sanded up to 120 grit, and then later on I'll sand them to 150, which will loosen the joints ever so slightly. So I start off with them a bit too tight to begin with. Alright, so I've got my two outside shelving units done as individual assemblies. They're not glued up or anything, that's just all the joinery holding itself together, but they're solid as. So the next part is going to be these long pieces, and this medium-sized piece are going to be C and the two G shelves. And I'm doing something a bit different for these. I'm going to be doing I think it's called a haunched half lap. I'm not entirely sure, but that's what we're going with. So a haunched half lap, or in fact this is going to be a stopped haunched half lap, because the middle shelf that goes vertically sticks out 10mm further than the two long shelves that will be going through from behind. But I need to do a fair bit of layout for this, and then I have to figure out how I'm going to cut the stepped housings.